Kaguya-sama Love is War is one of my favorite animes of all time. In the romance genre, it's in a league of its own. Truly, a masterpiece. If you happen to not know what Kaguya-sama is, then a quick synopsis is two members of a student council are in love with each other, but they don't want to confess to one another. Alright, quick synopsis over. To me, what makes an anime a masterpiece is having that episode. Every masterpiece has that episode. And for Kaguya-sama, it's Season 3 Episode 12/13, aka the Season 3 finale. I don't usually cry while watching anime, so when something makes me cry, like full on pouring waterfall, I know it's truly special. This episode made me cry 4 times. 4 separate times. Manga readers have been hyping up the school culture festival arc, so you bet I had high expectations. The arc was great up to the point, but like not to the level I was hyped up. But when I heard the last episode was 40 minutes, I knew that A1 Pictures were cooking up some heat. The magic of Kaguya-sama is that they can go from the funniest thing ever to holy heck, I'm bawling my eyes out. Speaking of that scene, I want to give a major shout out to my guy right here. He has curated one of the best OST in all of fiction. The music in the show is unbelievable. The music literally changes the whole atmosphere of the scene, bro. Music impacts a scene a lot to me, and combined with an already emotional scene, it will create one of the most beautiful things you will ever see. You will get goosebumps on goosebumps. And finally, the scene we have all been waiting for, with both of them having the resolve to confess, and then meeting up on the clock tower by themselves. Again, with the amazing music in the background and the fantastic VA job by their respective voice actors, create a wave of goosebumps, tears, and a hell lot of build up for the later scenes. And then Kaguya's whole inner monologue with all the things I mentioned before is just straight up emotional. And then it happened. One of the greatest scenes in fiction happened. Having no OST in the background with only the characters' reactions and Shogane's monologue, and then only Kaguya's breath remain as the only sound, and that brilliance sets up this. One of the most beautiful scenes in all of fiction. When the music started playing and all the balloons went up everywhere, I literally bawled my eyes out. The cinematography in this scene was a spectacle. Having the scene being dark makes the balloons and the characters stick out even more. Then we get a frame-perfect shot that cements this episode as a masterpiece. Then of course we get the Stanford scene, which the choice to have basically no audio other than Shogane's voice and the slow down balloons flying in the background, plus having text on white background, was a phenomenal choice because it creates a build up again to where Shogane asks Kaguya this. I know this video has been about these two the whole video, but I want to quickly say how adorable the scene between Ishigami and Ino is. I teared up watching this. Seeing Ishigami show Ino like the video that he recorded at the campfire, like that was just too sweet, bruh. That's my go, Ishigami. Then of course the ending of the whole scene, we get hit with the first ED, which was a phenomenal choice to use for this scene, bro. Low-key nostalgic, bro. And then when the beach up, I started crying all over again. I literally don't know how this show goes from an emotional scene like that to a girl getting shot and stating a Bible verse. But the thing is, it works. That's why the show's so great. Then we get flashbacks, and it's just, bro, again with the nostalgia. And then After 3 seasons worth of build-up, we get the scene that no one expected. After this episode, Kaguya and Shogun were both added to my top 10 favorite characters. They're just so inspirational, just amazing. I can't even describe how great they are. And this season alone, season 3, is being put out as my 4th favorite season of all time, anime season. Up there with both Re:Zero season 1 and 2 and Attack on Titan season 3 part 2. With that conclusion, Kaguya-sama Love is War is now my 4th and so close to my 3rd favorite show of all time. This episode is definitely a top 3 episode of all time, no questions asked. Anyways, I know this video was a short analysis, but bro, if I actually try to like think of all the big brain stuff, like I feel I would be doing a disjustice to the show. I'm too dumb for this, but I can't think of all the big brain stuff, and like it's just too much for my little brain to handle. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I want to thank all of y'all that watched this video all the way through. This video is 100% getting copyrighted, for sure won't do as well, but I really don't care. This is a video I really want to make. It's a passion project. Anyways, please hit the subscribe button. But yeah, it was such a fun time watching this weekly. Just like seeing all the hype, all the community on Twitter. It's just hella fun. This show is magical.